Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. Showtime. Ta-da. Yeah. Okay. I left myself in a useful place. I needed more of the microfibers. And so I went to a place where there were some and grabbed the bunch that were there and logged out last night so that I could log back in, go back in, get the things I need, and bail. Should be able to make my next tier of armor, if I am correct in my maths. Okay, how about that? Whee!
Who goes there?
Fill up? Yes, I am filled up with blood. I am replete with blood. Good evening to whomever has joined me. I need more? No, I definitely do not need more light rounds. I can hear them talking with one another in there.
I see someone. Reveal yourself.
I need the microflora fibers. Four of them there.
Reveal yourself.
Don't wanna reveal myself. I'm shy. Allude.
Who goes there? Identify yourself. Target found.
But it's just a real quick run here. Get back. Oh, you. Hi. Far more aggressive than they usually are today. Should be one more of them in that room over here to my left. Interesting. I don't think I've ever seen all three of them leave this room and go pathing around a long way. They did. And I have gone through here probably 24 times. Interesting. I cannot pick up the color band, so I can't get through. Never seen that before either. Well, you see something new every day. But we should now have, like, I don't know, 40 fibers? Yeah, 37. We needed like 20 or 22, something like that. Oh, I hit the wrong button. Don't do that. Hit the right button. That's my advice to game players everywhere. Always hit the right button. Pretty aurora this evening. Woohoo! Going. Right there. Take a brief moment to get some more fuel cells. Because we got space. Which is the final frontier, I've been assured. And we're going to catch a flight back to the anvil. Oops. Fuel cells. My estimation, there are a lot more fuel cells here in Haga South than the rest of Haga Basin, generally speaking. Oh man, this thing drives like crazy and I'm not even wearing a helmet. Back to the anvil.
Can I fly you somewhere today?
You can fly me somewhere
Music
today.
to my ears. The basin is a pretty big place. I never miss the chance to... Let's move.
So I believe it is the Slaver light armor is the next set I'll be making. I think I've got all the stuff for it. If I did my maths correctly, which is not always a given. Adding single-digit numbers is so hard. Water sacks are not quite full, so we can at least... I guess we can't actually. Never mind. Honey, I'm home. Is that everything? No, we've got a few things to deconstruct. We'll go ahead and add that to our... So we've got 2 Karpovs, a Mala, and the Scav Hood. Mala, Karpov, Scav Hood, Karpov. Now, for those who might be interested in the drops, I can show you what the drops currently are. The stairs here are the observer stairs that you can get as a drop. This archway you see here is an interior doorway, is a drop, and the windows are a drop. Now, they're funny windows because they're you can't see through them in the middle, but you can see through them around the outside, albeit not clearly. So those are the 3 pieces of the observer tile set that are available as drops. Is that everything? It is everything. All right, so now I think we need the garment fab. Go ahead and turn this one off. Need to turn something else off too. What is that? Oh, the garment fab is still on, so we don't have to turn anything else off. Yes, the slavers. So we've got steel, we've got water. We should have enough silicone. Let's check. 4. That should be more than enough. 9, 12, 17, 23. More than enough. And the plasteel microflora fibers. 7, 15, 20, 29, 39. We have enough. We can make the entire slaver set. Let's make sure that's what we actually want. We currently have the Kirab set, so the helmet is 37. Helmet here is 56. These are light armors. We want these. We will make them. And we're making them. We're kind of 3D printing them, to be fair. We currently have 7 days worth of circuit power, but we have a bunch of available fuel cells down here. Let's split that in 2. It's like an additional 6 days, I think. Oh, put these into the 2 generators we currently have turned on. Both now have 334 hours worth. Power down in 44 minutes. What just happened? I moved a batch, is what happened, evidently. Click on that? I must have. I clicked the wrong way. There we go. Oops. This is why you always want to check your work. Double check your work, boys and girls. There we go. Almost 14 days. Okay. So let's see. 83 for the chest piece, 83 armor. Reduced dash stamina cost, increased blade mitigation, and heat protection. So 83, 6, 12, 4. The 6 and the 12 are the same. So twice the heat protection and 60% more armor. That one. That one. The scavenger set. this is my previous set. I like to keep my last set because if I die and lose everything, say to a storm or a worm, I have a backup set that is of the previous tier. And the scav gear here can get deconstructed. What are we going to get out of this? Ooh, more plasteel microflora fibers. Yay! I thought about this. We probably could have deconstructed these and got what we needed, but anyway, we have what we needed. No. We don't want to destroy the slaver stuff. We want to destroy the scavenger stuff. Holy crap. I almost did. Okay, that makes more sense. Scavenger. 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 Almost. A fatal error. This is where I will now again complain about my least favorite thing in the whole freaking game, which is the user interface. Most of the PC players are playing keyboard and mouse. I'm sure there are a few playing controller. But for a mouse and keyboard player, simple stuff like being able to search by text, being able to lock items in your freaking inventory, so that you don't accidentally do what I just about almost did, which was salvage my brand new armor that I went out of my way to make. Give us a real user interface. Come on, guys, seriously. They don't have ray amps at the vendors, sadly. What is our next objective? Probably a buggy. And I think we've got everything we need except the cobalt paste, because that's... I might have to make some more steel, but I can make more steel. Maybe I can't make much more steel. I need more carbon ore. Okay, we need carbon ore and we need cobalt. Well, we know where we have to go for these. The rift to get the cobalt material. And in the same general area to get the carbon to turn iron into steel. That one's easier. Can't help it, I always do that. Trying to look over and see if there's anything over there. I stretch my neck up to see if I can see. Dude, it looks like 3D. It's not real life. But it looks like it. It's not real life. Lens, it's not real life. Vehicle storage. Get it again. careful that we don't, plummet, although there's no real pain in plummeting. It's just, it feels tacky. I would have enjoyed having a little detail about the discussions they had over whether you're going to have your vehicles take damage from falls, or you take damage from vehicle falls, and deciding, nah. Because my first trip into the rift was literally a trip. I was moving around up above and didn't see the yawning abyss in front of me until it was too late, and plummeted, expecting to die. Did not die. Which feels a little silly, but from a game point of view, yeah, okay, I'm fine. Which space are we currently taking up? Not much. 65 out of 250, I think. But we're going to be grabbing carbon and erythrite. Erythrite, you'll know when you see it. Big red glowing crystals. Used to make a cobalt paste. Only available here in the rift, particularly in the Chome outposts. Go to a deserter hideout. I think that one actually might have stuff in it as well, erythrite. It's up above. Let's give it a look-see. Maybe we can get to it. Get some erythrite out of there. That's, if it's the place I'm thinking of, and it probably is. It's where I got my first erythrite on my first character. 157 meters above. Let's give it a try, as they say. It's up above from here too. Well, okay. So we'll leave our vehicle here. Drink some water, as we have more stamina when we're fully hydrated. You see, it's not just streamers who need to hydrate. Well, I've been to the deserter hideout. Oh, too many of them. Way too many. I have to kill them. But I don't want to just yet, because I'm so badly injured. Where'd they go? That's two of them. Three of them. That's all of them. That was more unpleasant than I was expecting, gotta say. I did get the stuff, right? Yeah, I did. A quick 5 McKeely kits. Back to my
Sector
vehicle.
weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
Charming. When I say charming, I don't mean it. It's coming from the north. I'm sheltered now. I'm enclosed now, so I shouldn't say. Alright, the first chum location isn't like all the way in until there. That wasn't the quest I was thinking of. It was a quest that took me into a cave in this general vicinity. And there were like 3 nodes in there of
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is
Rift-Rite.
approaching.
make Goliath. We are still enclosed. I think you're safe basically anywhere inside the rift, outside of like right on the ridge, right on the edge. Yeah, I don't see any red glowies over there, so I don't think that's what we're looking for. Glowing red crystals, big ones. That's what we're looking for. And I think it's only really the Chone. Outposts. Still enclosed. There's Chone below us. Can I go below us? There's the Chone facility. One of them at least. Will I actually... Ooh, we can do our suicide run, so to speak. Our dive to safety. Onto that bridge. Or possibly not. No, over there further. Not over there, that's the wrecked ship. Maybe from the middle of this bridge, we can get down to the next bridge. That's what I'm trying to do here. Yeah. It's dark in here. Frankly, though, the headlights are comical. Shows you like 50 meters in front of you, but that isn't going to help for most purposes. It's taking us down. Did the down? Maybe? Not really. It's there a ledge underneath us that we can fall to hit? Kind of what I'm trying to do here. I mean, I would take this jump if I... Maybe there? I'm gonna try it, because frankly I'm tired of dicking around with it. Where'd we go? Well, we didn't hit what I was hoping for, to say the least. We did manage to fall into something that was going to immediately shoot at us because, of course, that's my gift. Not only do I not go where I want to go, I end up going where I specifically didn't want to go. We still have the right thing over there. Nobody. Good. And this is what we came for. There's a post in Reddit saying that the multipliers aren't right here. We should be getting a lot more Earthright than we get. I have no idea if that's true or not. Nobody in here. Try again. Well, we got at least somebody over there, but that's quite a ways away. Can I get to that? I don't think there's a place I can actually get to where I can shoot that. On top, maybe? As stupid as that would be. That was a really badly designed location. I can't get to that to save my life. Or anyone else's life, for that matter. Make sure all the guns are loaded. We're there. Another one close by. I see your red light. Did not think I did. Let's see if we can find an up that actually goes up. That's the leftovers of one of the tanks. I want a tank. It does not look like these go up. And as bad as this is in sand trike, it's even worse in the buggy, because you can't pocket the buggy. Mind you, I got mine loaded with stuff, so I can't pocket it now either. But more generally, I can't pocket the buggy. Oh, up. They go up. The stairs go. Go up. No immediate obvious signs of erythrite. I wish there was an occasional note that wasn't in, you know, one of the Chone outposts. We'll break up the monotony a little by at least grabbing some carbon. Please, one. Is erythrite. The Chone mining outposts. No obvious baddies. Over there. Dead body. Buried. Oh, perfect. Thank you. Putting it in a place that I can't shoot. Nobody. And we're back in the saddle again, so to speak. Presumably there's more inside various places, but I'm not keen on going inside. I've had a few previously unpleasant experiences in similar conditions. So if possible. More nodes here. What did I miss? Another one over there in the middle. La-da-dee, la-da-dum. How am I missing? We got at least one or two more nodes in there. We can reach it. Mind you, we couldn't reach the last one that was like this. We can. Hey, this one might even be able to reach all of the shooty points. Yay! And back to the bike. Actually, a trike. I know. Keep saying that. Nobody listens to me. Nobody cares. Not my nitpicking, which it is. Pardon for a second. And of course, I swallow it wrong because I'm me. Pardon me. Looking for any more telltale red glowies. And we're way out of this pit in the ground. I see red. Pardon me, God damn it. What's your problem, man? Drinking water. All right, here we go again. And we got a couple. Not more than a couple. I don't think any others are really close. That one maybe. At least now, you know, I was probably being a little bit cautious, because sometimes bad people. And you got 2 or 3 more down there. We got a couple more nodes, easy peasy up here. How is our storage looking? Pretty close. 540 carbon, 223 erythrite. All we gotta do is get out alive. How hard could that be? I know how to get out of the northwestern edges now. I'm not so sure about this one. Shipwrecks. It is, so it's a PvP zone, so I would like to get out before the zone change completes. No. It's a PvP zone. Sadly, they changed it now so that it lasts for like 30 seconds after you exit. It takes 5 seconds to get in and 30 seconds to get back out. That's not great. I understand why they're doing it, but basically it doesn't give you time to adjust until you're on the hook for 30 seconds. For someone who's not a PvP fan at all, like me, kind of a worrisome pain. As I could see griefers in PvE areas camping quietly right on corners where someone's going to drive by, flag unknowingly, and then they can fire for 30 seconds. Wow, that was a sudden lighting change. And we have successfully completed running the gauntlet. And yes, it's a gauntlet, not a gauntlet. Big rock. My back had no problems with that at all. Really, really, really good shock absorbers. Extraordinarily good. And hey, okay, here's where we started. Same 2 nodes. Location. Sweet home. We also have a quest turn in, I think, back from Axiom. Our Harkonnen contact. Water sealed again. Silly rabbit. Let's make some more steel. Also could use a lap to make some more iron. But for now we can make some steel. We'll go with 100. Our water situation, we should actually have a little bit clear now. Let's go ahead and dump the bloodwork area in. Most of it. Well, some of it. The other thing we grabbed was the erythrite. For making cobalt paste. Max we can make is 78. sitch. Yeah, plenty. We can deposit some. Our next thing, I believe we were looking at making. Oh, we did get a piece of gear. Slaver heavy boots. Currently, I'm wearing the Slaver still suit and the Slaver scout boots, but we don't need the heavies. Not a fan of the heavy armor. The heavy armor has increased vulnerability to blades, and I have found myself most of the time, if I'm dying or near dying, it's because of blades, not guns. Slaver heavy boots. Now we were looking at making the buggy. Not unlocked the buggy? Thought I had unlocked the buggy. I certainly have the points to unlock the buggy. Ah, I need the vehicle. That's right, I need the vehicle fab for that. I don't think I have the vehicle fab yet. Not yet. I'm going to need... to build the vehicle fab that we don't have. We can build everything. Yeah, we can build the vehicle fab. I was wrong. I was mistaken. But that turned everything off. Right, so now everything's back on again. Don't worry, I had it the whole way. Bigger buggy boot. Oh my. We can't make the engine because we need more complex machinery. I can take care of that one. Take me 10 minutes. There's a location not too terribly far away where I can always get about 25 to 30. Give me my vehicle. I didn't pick it back up. It's still in the garage. Didn't get everything out of its boot, didn't I? Yes. Boot is British for trunk. Complex machinery, and I think we can make our buggy. And the buggy is not of universal utility. It's very good for gathering larger amounts of materials, but it can't fit in your pocket like a sand trike, or for that matter, the Scout Ornithopter. It's cumbersome, but the cutting rays are a lot more efficient. And here is my little secret location for getting complex machinery in a pretty big. Let's see. There's between 2 and 4 mobs here most of the time. Occasionally you can get 5. We can drain a little bit more blood. ID band. Who is it? Wow, they just opened right up, didn't they? And we're full again. And there are 3 of these things that'll have 11. Fuel cells. So 10, 11, and 6? Man, I used to get like 30 to 35. Now I get 25 to 30. I've done this probably 2 dozen times. I just used to get more. Missing. I mean, I know there's another chest up above at the very top of this somewhat cluttered room, but it's not one of the machines that has the machinery we need, the complex machinery. It has some miscellaneous stuff of not particular importance. That's it. The extra fuel cells. That's it. 4 dudes, 3 boxes with complex machinery. That's the entirety. Like I said, no biggie. Oh. See the beam? The red beam there from the Sardaukar? They caught somebody. So they're now busily sending down mercenaries to try and kill them. It's possible those mercenaries saw me and attacked me. There I am being all smug and everything, and yeah, they're coming after me. Those are just regular jerks. Everybody seems to have bad attitude about me. I'm really very nice once you get to know me. Okay, I'm less appalling once you get to know me. Slightly. Very small. I do have a quest to turn in here. I think it's to Maxim. Yep, looks like it's Maxim. Hi, Max. Hey, Max.
Ah, it's you. Let's get to work.
Complete the contract. The deserters ambushed me.
Is that so? I suppose there is risk in relying on unscrupulous intelligence.
In a war of assassins, I may be expendable, but I survived.
All the worthwhile missions are dangerous. But I think you know that.
I did manage to end them all, but it was a nearer thing than I liked. That's
See?
true.
Nothing to worry about. The Atreides infighting will soon begin. A fine show to watch. And I will be one step closer to my glorious return.
Any new contracts?
So eager. I love it. The Atreides are employing some rather advanced weapons. We'd like a closer look at the tech.
Missile guidance system used during the conflict in the Haga Rift. Back into the Haga Rift, it looks like.
Good. I am compiling an impressive list of your successes. Hardly any embellishment on my part. We are building a great case for your advancement.
A level out of that, please? I would like you to inform me there was worth a level. And a level. Nah, looking like not a level. Not a level. Maxim, you're fired. I'm close to level 48. A little bit of iron and some ingots. Steel, iron. We could drop the personal shield now. I'm home. Right. Now. Man needs a bigger garage. That's all I'm saying. Piece picker, how about that? There we go. All right. Where's the foundation pieces? Piece picker. You're gonna have a garage. You need to have space for your buggy. The floor. Ceiling bit, I think, isn't it? Yeah. That is a piece picker. I'm not sure that actually is going to work the way we want. It is not going to work entirely the way we would like. So, piece picker, please. There we go. More foundations, I think. We can rebuild it, make it bigger, stronger, better than it was. So another full tier, back to the piece picker. Aren't you snapping into place? You ought to be snapping into place. Also, well, can we just put the floor there then? That would be fine. It really doesn't want to play nicely with me about this, does it? Piece picker. All right, let's... How about that? Is that going to work for you? Why are you being this way? There we go. That will be it. All right, so this goes here. That. Piece picker that. Demolish that. Build. Alright, we are now due sealed again. Now, what I believe will happen is we will be able to finish making our vehicle. There we go. Just want to make sure that was fine. And then we will pop out that and turn this into into shield. At least that's the intent. All right. We now have 77 more cobalt paste than we had. Everything is due sealed. Yay! Now we're going to see if we can actually make our buggy. Our rubber baby buggy bumpers. It's off. That's off. That's off. Good. That one's on. Yay. We've got like 5. Yeah, we're 5 power units under. Buggy. So, looking to see if there's anything that is likely to keep us from being able to make it. 4 treads. No. Buggy PSU, buggy engine, buggy hull, buggy rear. You'd have to be careful. Make sure you get the right rear. Utility rear is what you want. 2 utility slots. Turret seat and a utility slot. Yeah. So we want that one, not the other one. I think we're going to go. We'll build it in nice chunks. And we should have enough cobalt paste left over for me to comfortably make the penta shield I want to make. And then we'll just drive around for a while, lording it over all of the sand bite peasants. That'll be another objective completed for the day. I wanted to get the buggy done. So close I can almost taste it. Tastes a little chalky. Alright, that will be the PSU and the 4 buggy treads. Utility rear. PSU, engine, hull. PSU, engine, hull, chassis. I think that's it. And then we're going to need to make the cutter right. Vehicle cutter right. Which has a much higher yield. So make it faster to get the materials I need for other things in the future. Do a quick lap around the town, the little rock upon which we live here, in the general vicinity of, not Pinnacle Station, Anvil Station. We'll grab any iron or fuel cells from time to point. And get a lot more out of them than if we just used our handheld cutter right. How are we doing on cobalt? We have a lot of cobalt paste left over. Well, not a lot. We have sufficient. A little bit low on steel. Let's make a buggy. Rubber baby buggy bumpers. Rubber baby buggy bumpers. I'm an old man. Placement blocked by another character or object. Huh. Okay. Come on with this. This replaces that. Demolish, demolish, demolish. Build. Wedge walls, roofs, inclines, specials. Alright, it's got to be one of the others then. Pentas shields. Why is it not saying yes for the Pentas shield? Don't have. I don't have the calibrated servox. Okay. I need 5 more calibrated servox. So. Go back to where we were temporarily. And the other was... It's fine. We just need servox. I could make it. I'm just not sure I can get it into my garage door. In through the garage door. Which one's the calibrated servox? Like up there. All right. Well, that's what we're going to do right now. We're going to go there and put out the eyes and see if we can't get some calibrated servox out of there. Yep. All right. Well, we have a plan now once again. Let's see. More blood to deposit. Not quite done with it yet. We will extract some more water. We need calibrated servox. Let me... I just put out the eyes. UI is terrible. Did I say that out loud? Yeah, that's something we need to track. Cases where when going fast on a downhill angle, you lose traction. Kind of hydroplane. Can't turn well, if at all. Let us, before we forget, go ahead and drink some of that water we just fortuitously put in our leader, John. The problem is, all of these little red dots, or red circles, or red hatched areas are troublesome sand. Either quicksand, for the most part in this area, I think, or drum sand. Quicksand's like in the movies, only reverse. And Drum Sand is ringing the dinner bell for Shia Lu. They are both troublesome. Oh, to have a hotkey to swap between two different toolbars. But no, they won't give us that because, hey, it's got to be console and controller centric design, which is garbage. I'll be clear. Nothing wrong with me. In fact, a lot of things right with designing for multiple platforms. But I wouldn't expect a console or controller player to have to struggle through a keyboard and mouse design. So why is the reverse true? Because it is. Let's see, what do we got? I killed the first one. That was poison kicking in. I don't think they're going to come all the way over here. I don't want to stand in the sun and get sunstroke. I mean, that wouldn't be healthy either. I need to go over there, apparently. Somebody's shooting at me. Or somebody's shooting. Not necessarily at me, but they are shooting. Get out of the sun lens. Future's so bright, I gotta wear shades. Somebody is shooting, and I think at me. There's somebody talking now.
Reveal yourself.
Oh, there she is.
Reload.
Ding, 48.
Sector weather alert.
Oh.
A large sandstorm is approaching.
Lovely. Give me your blood. I'm enclosed. Okay, I'm safe from the oncoming winds. Well, I need to be 45 meters up, but we'll wait for the storm to blow by. Rangefinder. I think that's the first one of those I've got.
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
I'm your killer. I'm Lens. I'll be your killer this evening. Or in this case, I am your Yersinia Pestis, and I'll be your murderer this evening. Advanced Servox is theoretically why we're here, in addition to the questy bit. What is that? That's an interesting visual. Some item is not rendering quite the way we would want it to. How far is it? 4,500 meters away. Where's it coming?
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
It's coming from the west by northwest. Should be over here somewhere. Yeah, there it is. So it's going to take another couple minutes to pass. I've only been eaten by the worm once, and that was intentional. I did a sort of intro to the game a few weeks after launch for new players. And I promised I would get myself eaten at the end, and I did. I've not yet... I take it back. I have died to a sandstorm and revived twice. That was one sandstorm killed me twice, despite the fact that I was in what should have been a sheltered area. It didn't work, and I died, revived, and stayed alive. As the storm ended just in time.
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
Yeah, thanks. Should be, yep, there we are. There's the sandstorm. It's right over my head. Well, the core of it isn't. There's the core of it. Are we out yet? We're almost out. We're almost out, and we're still almost out. We're really almost out. Should be out. Some more. What? That's not good. It crashed out on me. Give me a second. I will restart it. I believe that's the first crash I've had of the game. It'll take a minute to wake up, presumably. Hi, guys. So, how's the weekend? Started. All right, we're coming back. Interesting. Streamlabs said I had 0 viewers. Now it says I have 6 viewers. So hello to all of my somewhere between 0 and 6 viewers. Hope the weekend has started off well. Perhaps a relaxing adult leisure beverage. Sounds really good. I dream of it. I dream of a relaxing adult leisure beverage. Certainly hope the mobs didn't respawn in the brief time I was gone and then kill me. Literally, though, the first crash I've had in almost 2 hours of gameplay, so we did have that weird visual bug. But I have seen that visual bug at least once before. I killed a person and they looked like a whole bunch of jaggies going every which way when they were done bouncing around in the air. Okay. I'm still alive. I personally consider that to be a plus. Where am I going? Another 25 meters up.
Someone here. Your water is mine.
Oh, that's more people than I'm happy about seeing.
Let's get the bastard.
No, let's not get the bastard. I have cleared out the first point. Goodie box. How about a whole bunch of advanced servox? Evidently the answer was no. Advanced servox? No. Alright, where's the second observation point? And we're close. Yeah, 2,000 meters away. So the other thing then was the camp-like area over there, the runaway station, which has servox, because we need servox. And that is over there. The other side of the rock. Most likely. Let's get some extra water. As we streamers well know, you want to stay hydrated. We know it because you guys are constantly telling us. Alright. Nobody else over there. Just the one I just moited. That's got to be the place that has Servox, advanced Servox, which is what I need. Also, some intel over there, which I wouldn't say no to. Somebody's shooting. There's already somebody over there. Can help them, I will. That's got to be players. Multiple players. Killed one. Got another. Another. I'm going to assume. The minigunner is an NPC. They could all be NPCs. For all I know. Another one. And another one. Jeez. Oh no! I didn't know that they were fucking anywhere in the area. The Sardaukar. Shit. I finished off everything in this area and all of a sudden now the Sardaukar. Shit, shit, shit. Away from the Sardaukar, and I alert every other mob in the entire area code. Still searching. Sun's coming up. I'm looking for Servox and secondarily for the intel. There's the intel. 10 points. Calibrated Servox, a bunch. More than I need, I think, but I will keep looking. I think those are the Sardaukar mercenaries. There are more Servox around. That's basically what I want. So. More building spaces I can get into without getting shot up, murdered. Murder, death, killed, so to speak. Doesn't look like it. That batch is going to be all I get. I think it's enough.
I've got you covered.
But that fight was such a fustercluck. I'm going to get out while the getting is proverbially good. Okay, and then we can make the Pentashield, and then take a look and hopefully also make, that was not what I was looking for, also make the cutter ray for the buggy, and then we'll do a victory lap around the outside of Anvil Outpost Rock. Whee! Long way. Right way. I did level up during that. Woo! Alright, that wasn't great air, I gotta say. I've had better air. There was a link today with basically a self-administered survey you could take. About the game from Funcom. I gave them very good marks. I did have to, of course, include my extreme level of discontent with the user interface, which I think is awful. The Hydra Leader John Mark III. Well, yes, I would like to. Thank you. If you drink, don't make a buggy. If you make a buggy, don't drink. I got 3 things to salvage, right? Slaver Heavy, Power Pack 3, and an Artisan Jabal's Bit Dart. The gun I am currently using, I love me some good sniper rifleage. We'll salvage those firsties. And everything is as it should be now. We'll make sure that we now can make we're on the right one. Yes, we can make a pentashield. All right, so here we go. Our pentashield is coming up. Demolish. Build. We now have a pentashield. And there it is. Why is it not showing as dew sealed? Unsheltered. It still says unsheltered. Why does it say unsheltered? Power. Power, power, power. That's why. Stupid game, it's not... Oh, wait, it was me. Never mind. We're dew sealed. Perfectly understandable mistake that anyone could have made. We'll run out here, get in the shade. Shade, of course, being a relative thing in this case. Okay. That's the PSU. Where's the damn PSU going? There we are. Out of fuel. Don't worry, got this covered too. Used up the fuel, so we're not completely fueled up. 92%. We've got a buggy. Now let's see about that buggy beam. We're gonna have to... All right. It's time to turn the third one back on. How much are we currently showing in the others? 333. Well, that's an easy number to remember. Not in there. How about 333? That sure as hell sounded like a nearby spice blow. Was that a spice blow over here? Ship crash? Am I just seeing wind blowing dust around? Seems like that's all I'm seeing, yeah. Okay. Buggy beam. Buggy beam. Buggy beam. Vehicle? Survivor? Survival? Research. Buggy cutter right. Particle caps. I need 4 more particle caps. Okay, well, first we'll research it. And then I'll need 4 more particle caps. Make a fuel cell. A medium vehicle power supply thingy. Nobody over there? No little friend over here, but no particle caps either. Oh, that's right. Particle caps should be in the caves. Oh no, that's the wrong location. The particle caps. They're in the ships? Or the testing stations? Ships, I think. Anyway, not pleased about the development here. So, I'll steal their ore. I can't let them get away with not having the things I thought they had, so... no. They gotta die. No, it's the orange outline things that are in the dew-sealed caves. Unless that's the second tier. Might be the second tier of the caps, the capacitors. which case that wouldn't surprise me. We need four we forget. Medium fuel cell. Certain things I try to always carry with me, because I know I'll need them if I don't. A fuel cell for refueling a vehicle. And a vehicle repair tool and some wire. Or a couple of them. How are we doing on wire, by the way? We're fine on wire, actually. Yep. No, it's the I just can't believe I'm short on those. The particle caps just kind of surprises me. I mean, obviously I believe it because it's the case. I don't know why you guys didn't tell me. Okay. So it is in the Imperial testing stations. I detest Imperial testing stations. That's 197. Where's 13? No, there was something I needed out of 13. There. I've been there? I mean, I went there for something. I don't remember what was supposed to be there. That I don't remember. Which makes sense if you think about it. Something was supposed to be there, but I don't remember what it was because I don't remember it. And that's just science. Now let's see where we are. Back to our normal 3,200 that I like to keep on me. As I've mentioned before, that's if I need to go to town and another station, another trade post. 3,200 will get me to Harco or Arakeen, then also to Pinnacle Station, say, and then back here. That's 2,500. And then you free from there to any station, and then 700 back here. So 3,200 is the amount I keep on, or I try to keep on me at all times. What is our next construction goal after the cutter ray? We do need one more ray amplifier to get a Cutter Ray Mark III for walking around purposes. Interesting. The buggy Cutter Ray 3 doesn't require any of those. Buggy storage. I think we want to make that too, because we can have two things, right? We can have the beam and the storage. So if I make the storage upstairs, We have no variants, but we do have swatches. We do not have... Why are we not showing any swatches? There we go. Swatches. Right, that changed the whole thing into that. Sorry. The Chome swatch. Here we go. There it is. That's the Chome swatch. Not very interesting, guys. The Maula swatch. Can't really make anything out here. I've been using the sunset dye for the most part. Alright, things to do either later tonight if I play or tomorrow is get the particle caps to make the cutter ray. Run a lap around the rock, which is this rock, using the cutter ray to give us a whole buttload of iron. Beyond that, what is our next construction goal? We're currently solidly into this steel. Okay, we need 6 and 7 and 8 in the Trials of Akal to open up the Death Still. Wind trap for water. Water cisterns, okay. Takes a lot of steel, though. The steel products. I don't think there's anything else we're particularly keen on here. The snub nose isn't bad, the pistol, as it hits really freaking hard. A little bit less than the sniper rifle, so it can be good against unarmored targets close, in that it has a shorter range, but not necessarily a short range, 60 meters, whereas this thing is only 75, really. I guess maybe that's the reason sometimes that the things aren't killing with one shot. Might be that the effective range is so low. So that one's not bad. I have used that one. The Karpov is doing 17 per shot, which is not really all that impressive. I've done a little bit with one of the scatter guns. My uses of the disruptors have not impressed me so far, so none of the other steel products here in the weaponry is really floating my proverbial boat. We've got everything here except the wind turbine, which is another power producer. Spice sand I don't really have much of. Pardon the odd, the planar suspensor belt doesn't interest me. The full suspensor belt interests me. And then in steel, I mean, the welding torch is probably a good one. That's probably worthwhile. Make that. We're going to research that right now. That's from the survival fab. We will make that right now and replace our old one with it. Survival fab. There we are. Bumper. Hydra leader John, I need spice infused steel dust. Okay. We can make the welding torch. Sure, we'll make the personal line as well. I almost never use it in my other characters. I think there's like 200 XP for using it. And it auto-equips into an additional slot. So it doesn't actually take up space in the bag. It's auto-equipped already. I don't know what goes there, by the way. There, I've turned on the light. Okay, so... that's the Mark III. The Mark II gets put into storage in case I die. Try to keep a full set of my last tier of gear around, just in case I get murdered. I mean, how could that possibly happen? Again, for those of you who haven't seen it, the current drops are the Observer stairs, which you see right here, you can observe these stairs right here. This is the observer stairs. Right here, this little archway kind of thing is the observer doorway. It's internal only. To function, I mean, you could have, if you wanted to have a doorway to the outside that doesn't actually give you any door function, sure. And the third drop are the windows, where the center is not the window, the edges are the window. Kind of hard to see in the darkness outside. Those are the 3 drops that are available right now. But I'm going to call this an evening. I want to thank you guys, as always, very, very much for hanging out. I appreciate it. Probably back again tomorrow, same time, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, middle of the night in Europe, morning in Asia, Australia, New Zealand, maybe a little earlier, with more of my nonsense here in this game. The only thing I've got coming up is Tuesday. I'll definitely be playing and talking about the new expansion announcement for Guild Wars 2, the new specializations. Won't be playing any of the new stuff, but I'll probably just do a key farm and blab. But that's the only plan I've got breaking things up. One of the next couple of days, Saturday, Sunday, or Monday, I'll be taking off. The old man needs a vacation, you know. So instead of sitting here in front of a computer and talking to you, I need some time to myself to sit in front of the computer and talk to myself. Anyway, I should be back tomorrow. Knock on wood. Again, thank you very much for hanging out. Hopefully you'll see me soon. Hope the rest of your Friday goes great. I hope the rest of your weekend kicks ass. I will expect a full report on my desk first thing Monday morning. So, until then, have fun.